Hello and welcome to this edition of the Left Bench TV. I'm Brendan Hartlove.
And I'm Nolan Gelbard. Basketball season is officially back and the Maryland's men's team is off to a hot start. The Terps' signature win coming against Butler as Maryland went with a blackout against the Bulldogs. Packed house in the Xfinity Center with the Bulldogs in town. SVP on hand to cheer on the Terps. Michael Tchaikovsky getting it done early. 1 dunk, 2 dunks, 3 dunks, 6 of his 9 points. Nice game for him. Then the freshman connection. Daryl Morcell to Bruno Fernando for the score. Freshman hyped up. Anthony Cowan led all players with 25 points. Bucket and the foul here, then knocking down the tray. Terps topped the Bulldogs 79-65. And while Butler has probably been the biggest game for Maryland this year, Monday night the Terps welcomed Jackson State to College Park, looking to improve to 5-0. TLB TV reporter Annabelle Janssens was here with the coverage. Annabelle?
Thanks, Nolan. The Terps took down Jackson State 76-45. Let's take a look at the highlights. Terps getting ready for the night with some nice pregame dunks. Bruno Fernando raising the bar early in the first half, scoring 2 of his 14 first-half points right here, and then 2 more. Later, Kevin Herter on the wing nails the three-pointer. Terps up 38-25 at the break. Second half, adding to the lead, Jared Nickens hits one of his game-best 4 threes. Then, Joshua Tomajic joins the party. Maryland finishes the game with 11 threes. Bruno Fernando, an early career-high 18 points. Terps improved to 5-0.
He's come a long ways in about 5 days, and he missed, I keep saying, he missed 2.5, 3 weeks of really important practice time. And for him to be doing what he's doing is pretty amazing.
Being a freshman, I mean, for me, I just think I'm a freshman on the paper. I'm not really a freshman when I'm out there on the court with the guys. And, just having them seeing me doing something and following up with it, it just means a lot to me.
That's all here at the Xfinity Center. The Terps will head down to Florida for the Emerald Coast Classic after Thanksgiving. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Annabelle. We're now joined in the studio by TLB TV's Alex Flum. So Alex, has been a pretty fun team to watch so far, and one of the most electric players has been Bruno Fernando, the freshman.
Yeah, Bruno Fernando, coming out on the scene as a freshman, has looked great so far. He went nuts against Bucknell on the court and, off the court as well. He was all hyped up, and he had a good game to back it up to 14 points, 9 rebounds, making 7 out of 10 shots, and he added in 3 blocks as well.
And Alex, while Bruno Fernando has brought the energy, Anthony Cowan has been incredible. Tell us about him.
Yeah, a lot of people were wondering, with Melo Trimble leaving for professional basketball, who's going to take over the reins of point guard. You knew it would probably be Anthony Cowan, but we weren't sure how he was going to come in and step in, and he's been great. He's gotten to the free throw line consistently, 25 points in a big game against Butler, and he's really carried the team so far.
And the Terps now 5-0, but still unranked. What are the chances we see them sneak into the top 25?
Well, I think we will see them in the top 25 at some point. I don't know if they'll be there towards the end of the year, but, Big Ten play starting early this year. They got Purdue in the Xfinity Center on the first day of December. Right before that, they're going to head up to Syracuse to take on the Orange. So if they can pick up a couple big wins in those games, I think that would be enough to elevate them into the rankings.
Thanks, Alex. While the men's basketball season is just starting, field hockey's came to a close in heartbreaking fashion. The Terps topped the second-ranked Duke Blue Devils to reach the Final Four in Louisville. There, they took down number 3 Michigan 5-1. That win sent them on to the national championship, where they took on undefeated and top-ranked UConn. Freshman Kyler Greenwalt scored early in the second half to tie the game at 1, but UConn won it late as Charlotte Veitner put the game winner through the pipes.
The field hockey team could not quite get it done, but 2 Terps teams who did finish with the job, the men's and women's lacrosse teams. They both brought home national championships to College Park last year after winning it all in Foxborough. Both teams, along with 18 other NCAA champions from the past year, were invited to visit the White House Friday to visit the president. Looks like President Trump liked Dylan Maltz's Trump tie, and something the woman said got a big laugh from the commander-in-chief.
A fun trip for the lacrosse teams, not so much for Maryland football. For the 6th time in the past 7 games, the Maryland football team lost. The Terps fell 17-7 at Michigan State. Snowy weather made it tough for either team to do anything on offense. Sophomore running back Lorenzo Harrison scored the only Maryland touchdown late in the 4th quarter. The Terps defense gave up nearly 300 yards on the ground. DJ Durkin and company will look to close their season with a win this Saturday with the 12th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions in town.
For our seniors and guys that are playing their last year of college football, that's tough because that's the reward that they, you feel like they deserve. Our bowl game will be next week at home.
It doesn't get much tougher than facing the best team in the country and the defending national champion in the same week. That's exactly what Maryland's women's basketball team had to do. First, they faced off the defending champion South Carolina at the Xfinity Center. It was a whiteout in College Park. Head coach Brenda Frese got the memo too. South Carolina came out white hot. Lindsey Spann with the long ball. Asia Wilson with the bucket, career-high 32 points for her. Kyla Charles trying to keep the Terps in the game, but Wilson hits a buzzer beater to put the Gamecocks up 15 at the half. Kyla Charles with a bucket later. Terps cut a 26-point lead down to just 3. But Taisha Harris lays it in and draws the foul. South Carolina holds on 94-86. Later in the week, Maryland traveled up north to take on top-ranked UConn. Terps again struggled, falling 97-72. Brenda Frese thinks this tough slate will help this team.
It's probably one of the toughest schedules we've ever had. And so for such a young team, really with only 2 seniors and the amount of young talent that's going to be on the floor this season, it definitely is going to help us see where we need to improve and where we need to grow to be able to get to for March.
Not all doom and gloom, though, for Brenda Frese's squad. In between those 2 losses, the team had some fun against Niagara on field trip day.
It was exciting to see all the kids screaming. You can't really hear because you just hear they're screaming for ice cream.
He won the ice cream. Maryland won the game.
The energy was awesome. We love having this kind of game for our kids and introducing them to our team.
The kids took in the game, met the mascot, and danced the day away.
Like to have a good time. They're excited about being here, and what a great way to spend the day.
For the players, it was a special environment.
Taking advantage of the moment because it's probably not going to have a game like that again in my life.
For the Left Bench TV, I'm Alex Flum.
Looks like the women's team and the kids had a blast at the Xfinity Center.
Yes, and they'll have more fun when they go down to Miami this weekend. But first, they'll face Howard Tuesday night. Not much to cheer about for the men's soccer team right now. Their season came to a disastrous close Thursday night. The Terps dropped their 6th consecutive game, and it came in the first round of the NCAA tournament against Albany. The Terps took the pitch at Ludwig Field looking to get back to their winning ways. Neither team was able to convert the chances early on, and the game finished 0-0 after regulation. No scores in overtime, so to penalty kicks we go. A big save by Maryland goalkeeper Dane St. Clair keeps the game even for the Terps. Junior Eric Williamson would rifle his shot into the top corner, giving Maryland the edge. After a miss, the Terps would make their next 3 shots, taking a 4-3 advantage, but it wouldn't last long as Albany midfielder Andreas Asiotis sends a risky chip into the back of the net to tie it. Sudden death now as Brynjar Steintherson fires it past Dane St. Clair to win the game for Albany, ending Maryland's season.
The smallest things sometimes in this game just don't go your way, and you end up on the wrong side of the score. Again, I could not have predicted us not scoring goals the way that we've trained and with the quality that we have.
The volleyball team is in the midst of a crucial stretch trying to qualify for postseason play. Maryland became eligible back in October with their 16th win, but went on a 4-game losing streak after that and needed a boost to bolster the resume. They return home to College Park this weekend to take on Iowa and Nebraska. The Terps won Friday night against the Hawkeyes in 4 sets to get win number 17, the highest total under head coach Steve Aird. Saturday night was a different story as the 2015 national champions came to town, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And Maryland was no match for the number 5 team in the country, falling in straight sets.
After starting their season with a loss at Rutgers, the Maryland wrestling team has won 3 straight dual matches. The Terps picked up 2 wins at home against Campbell and George Mason before heading out west to battle Stanford. Maryland beat Stanford on the road 18-15.
Now on to our top 5 plays. Starting at number 5, Ryan Brand to Tavon Jacobs for a touchdown against Michigan.
At number 4, a steal from freshman Bruno Fernando against Bucknell. He finds fellow freshman Daryl Morcell, and Morcell slams down the exclamation point. Huge game for the freshman duo.
Sticking with basketball for number 3, 3 dunks from center Michael Jakovsky versus Butler. Good start to the season for the big Slovakian.
To the wrestling mat for number 2, 125-pound redshirt freshman Brandon Cray with the pin, helping the wrestling team on in their current 3-match win streak.
And our top play of the week, Dion Wiley on the ground in trouble, rolls it to Anthony Cowan. Cowan knocks down the tough triple with the shot clock winding down. And Anthony Cowan is our Terp of the week. How about Cowan? The standout sophomore having an incredible start to the season, including dropping 25 huge points against Butler, and once again leading the Terps in scoring in their comeback effort against Bucknell. Here's what head coach Mark Turgeon had to say after Cowan's career game against Butler.
Man, was he good tonight. I mean, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, guarded like crazy. And he didn't even look tired to me. And, he was a one-man press offense out there when they pressed us, and he was terrific.
And a bit of a bonus this week, check out Andrew Terrell, most commonly seen at the end of Maryland's bench, getting shots up from all over the Xfinity Center. This one, 3/4 court. Swish! Then from high up, gets it to go again. Then from even higher up, the top of the arena.
The moonball.
Making it look easy. And that's all for this week's show. From all of us here at the Left Bench, I'm Brendan Hartlove. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
And I'm Nolan Gelbard. Don't forget to keep up with all the Left Bench's coverage on Facebook and Twitter at The Left Bench. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.